Hi guys, this is Neil and welcome back for another online educational vlog. So ang video nito is the chapter 3 for the discussion of the 10 reasons on why you should take your master's degree, which is focusing on specialized knowledge. So sabi dito, meron akong nabasa again. So bago tayo mag-start ng kung ano-anong enumeration sa mga tips, advices, and considerations or mga limitations sa pagkuha ng specialized knowledge on taking your master's degree. So ito yun. Gaining a specialized knowledge in specific field or profession is one of the most valuable benefits for the one who pursue master's degree. So yes, kasi nga mastery of skills and knowledge, mastery of analytical thinking, critical thinking, decision making, yung mga considerations, how you consider every factor or everything that affects bago ka mag-decide talaga sa isang bagay. Yun ang mastery. Kaya naman, specialized knowledge ang mga yan. So, mapa-business man yan, mapa-technical, mapa-project management, lahat yan, nag-a-apply ng almost the same knowledge. Specialized talaga according to their use and or purpose. So, dito tayo sa specialized knowledge in a description. So, describe natin kung ano siya. So, ano nga ba ang specialized knowledge? First is, it is an in-depth understanding of a specific subject or discipline. So, ano bang specific subject? Sa school, pwedeng yan ay management. Management is a specific subject. Marketing is a specific subject. People management is a specific subject. Project management itself is a specific subject. Sustainability, isa yung specific subject. So, yun ay mga example ng subject or a form of discipline. Form of discipline means ano yung mga dapat mong matutunan doon. Ano yung mga attitude na kailangan mong i-apply doon. Kasi nga, yung subject kasi or discipline, yun yung parang focus. Ano yung mga kailangan mong ma-take out na lesson pagkatapos mag-undertake ng certain discussions or certain lessons or mga sub-lessons out from that main lesson na binigay sa iyo as a learner, a student, or the one who takes the master's degree for which purpose na gusto mong gamitin in your future. So second description tayo, which is specialized knowledge is also the advanced theories, tools, and techniques you used in your field. So sa master's degree kasi tinuturuan din tayo na matuto ng mga advanced techniques, advanced management style, mga tools on how to manage well or how to control your operations or expenses man yan or yung tao na nagtatrabaho under sa'yo. And kung ano yung mga techniques na pwede mo pang mai-apply or magamit para ma-improve yung current application or system kung saang field ka nagtatrabaho. The third description naman ay practical expertise that can be applied to real-world problems. So, to better simplify the example, nag-take ako ng master's degree, kumuha ako ng practical research na alam ko na pwede kong i-apply kahit saan, sa trabaho, sa personal, or sa community. So, yun ay waste management and sustainability. It's not about waste management lang, kundi how to sustain the good practices that we apply in the personal life, sa family, sa trabaho, and sa community. So, yun yung pinaka-best way or example dyan. So, next naman is, paano nga ba nagbe-benefit ang pagkakaroon ng specialized knowledge, lalo sa'yo na may hawak ng master's degree na yan or natuto ng specialized knowledge na yan. So, ito yung unang factor. Expertise in a niche area. So, ano ba ang niche? Niche kasi is dito sa YouTube sinasabing niche. Ano bang niche mo? Education, travel, lifestyle, comedy, or ano pa ba? Ano pa bang niche ko? Work vlogs, yung iba. Yes. Pero hindi na ako masyadong focus dyan kasi sino naman mag-gano ng work vlogs ko ano naman yun? Hindi naman lahat makakarelate din doon. So dito siguro sa education pwede. Kaya lang halo ko yung education, work, and travel. Kasi yung mga yon is almost interconnected with each other kasi. Sa life ko yon. Sa ibang tao, hindi ko alam kung anong merong connection sa mga yan. But, yung mga binanggit ko is part of a niche. Niche means ano ang areas na focus mo. Hindi siya subject kasi. Hindi pwedeng sabihin na subject ang niche. Focus talaga yon. Ano yung gusto mong i-promote na yun talaga ang focus mo for promotion. So, yun ang niche. Kaya lang, ano ba ang nagagawa ng master's degree to allow you to focus or be on that niche? So, ito yun. So, it is a focus on a specific specialization. So, pwedeng ang master's degree is about financial management. Pwedeng data science. Pwedeng marketing management. Pwede ring operations lang siya. So, marami kasing area yung pagmamanage. Hindi lang iisa. Pwedeng people management, business management in general, marketing management to get customers. Ano pa ba? Technical, pwedeng database management, pwedeng sa financial, maraming area. Sobrang dami. Sobrang lawak. And plus, hindi ka lang kasi makakaroon ng way on how to focus on that certain areas. Pwede mo pang ma-develop yung mga skills and abilities and knowledge mo beyond the basic concepts na meron ka ng natutunan before then sa work experience man yan or the previous education na kinuha. So yun ang kagandahan ng pagkakaroon ng master's degree. Next factor naman is you will have a higher demand in the job market. So gaya ng na-mention ko sa previous chapter, which is nagkakaroon ka kasi ng higher value sa organization or higher value sa job market. So, marami ang mag-offer sa iyo to work with them. So, one tendency is magpapataasan ng bidding sa salary mo or compensation mo. So, isa yan sa magiging result kapag higher valued employee ka sa job market. Kasi bakit? Yung mga employers kasi or yung mga companies, they often seek candidates na mataas talaga ang demand sa market. So, ano bang matataas na demand na yan? So, yung merong specific at saka mga job-ready skills. So, matataas talaga na type na skills. And yung tao na experience in a way na you can contribute immediately and without any training or further informative way of how the company runs, meron ka ng idea. Yun ang highly valuable na employee. Rather than alam mo lahat pero hindi mo naman alam paano simulan, hindi ka high valuable pa ganun. Invaluable, no. No value, actually. Kasi marami ang nagsasabi na alam ko yung trabaho. Alam ko lahat yan. Pero pag pinatrabaho mo na, nasaan, paano siya magsimula. So again, pag ganyan, hindi na naman match kung ano yung educational level mo doon sa performance ng trabaho. So third factor na tayo, which is an improved problem-solving ability. So yung pagkakaroon ng master's degree will help you to get these abilities. Anong abilities na yan? Pwedeng ability to analyze a more complex situations or problems. Ability to give solutions for a more complex issues. Ability to apply the theories that you learn to the real world problems or challenges. Trabaho man yan or community or sa bahay man yan. Ability to control the people's emotion na hindi mo sila kailangan saktan, kundi kailangan nilang maintindihan lang yung sitwasyon. Yun yung mga yun. Kasi bakit? Kapag ganun kasi ang nangyayari, pwede kang magkaroon ng way or it is a better way to be on the right track of doing your best decision. So decision making process man yan or kung meron kang kailangan i-improve or for a new innovative purpose sa working area mo or any part of the organization man yan. So, fourth factor na tayo, which is professional credibility. Yes, you become credible kasi marami ang mag-build ng trust na employers at clients kapag ganun na inline or aligned yung practice sa education mo. Or it is a right practice nga na sinasabi. Kasi nagiging specialist ka in a way na yung position mo, you became authorized in your field. Nang hindi mo na sila pinupuntahan, hindi nila inaalala kung anong ginagawa mo. Kasi nga may tiwala na sila sa'yo at alam nila kung paano ka mag-perform. Plus, alam nila na nag-aaral ka, natututo ka at ina-apply mo kung ano yung dapat mong i-apply na magandang natutunan mo sa pag-aaral ng master's degree. Next factor naman, which is 5, opportunities for innovation and research. So yes, ang specialized knowledge na gawa ng master's degree can contribute for you to gain new ideas and develop new solutions or new process or improve existing process. So, in another way, ang pagkuha din ng master's degree will give you the way to engage in a a more rigid research and a more advanced project. Unlike sa BS na para ka lang nagsosolve ng basic problems, sa master's is a bit complex and more on management thinking. So sa BS, dito lang yan flat. Sa master's, dalawa dito, nag-oversee ka and pwedeng flat din siya. So on dual purpose talaga siya. So, sa pagkuha naman ng master's degree, to gain a specialized knowledge from certain areas, kung ano man yung ini-specialize mo na niche, may mga limitations to consider. So, ano yung mga limitations to consider nitong part na to? Ito yung una. Over-specialization. Yes, kasi kung nag-focus ka lang ng very narrow, hindi na siya, parang finokus mo lang na doon ka lang talaga. So, magiging limited ang pagiging flexible mo into changing careers. So, gaya ko, ito nga ang pinagsisiyan ko na part, nung kumuha ako ng Masters in Engineering Management lang. So, dapat pala MBA in general ang kinuha ko. Kasi para madali siya mag-shift into industry to industry. Yun yung point doon. Pangalawa is, you are reducing the opportunity or opportunities na beyond or outside your specialization. Kasi nga pag finocus mo ng isa lang, pag dito medyo iba ng konti, hindi ka na makakapag-compete for the opportunity or for that certain position na pwede mo sanang pasukan rather than staying on your current position. So yun yung nakaka-disadvantage doon. Kaya kailangan mong i-balance yung depth ng study at yung adaptability nun sa other profession na pwede mo pang pasukan using that certain qualification or degree. Next limitation factor naman, which is rapidly changing fields. Yes, especially sa technology. Kasi ang knowledge about technology can become updated very quickly with a later time. Within months nga lang, nagbabago ang technology. So much more pa kaya years. And ang isa sa pinaka best way to be on the trend sa mga part na yan, like in the technological advancement, you need to learn continuously. Kasi para magstay relevant ka sa current trend ng industry and technological advancement. Third limitation factor is the mismatch with market needs. So, maaaring magkaroon ka ng mismatch sa demand ng market depende sa specialization mo. Kasi nga, pwede siya maging hindi na in demand at pwede siya maging irrelevant sa industry kung saan mo gustong lumipat or mag-apply or mag-transfer. Kaya, based din yung master's degree na specialization na kukunin mo, kailangan mong tignan kung gaano siya ka in demand sa market or ano yung outlook niya in the future. Kasi baka magulat ka, in demand within this year, kinuha mo yung master's degree, next year wala na. So, again, it's a failure. So, very, very important to consider these limitations. So, moving on naman tayo is about the factors or the key factors na nag-influence on the value of a specialized knowledge na nakukuha mo sa master's degree or sa pagkuha ng master's degree. Ito yung una. The industry demand. So, industry demand, high demand specialization ba yung nakuha mo? Is it a AI intelligence type or cybersecurity, cybercrime type na field? Is it a field of finance? Field of finance never been changing, laging in demand. Or does it offer a better opportunity for you? Or yan ba ay low demand na may limit lang ang job prospects na pwede mong pasukan? Or limited lang yung industry na meron sa ganyang type ng specialization? Yun yung kailangan mong i-consider na factor dyan. Second factor naman, which is the choice of specialization. Ano ba ang choice mo? Yan ba align with your niche or with your interest or with the market needs? critical ang consideration na yan. Kasi a well-chosen specialization or field in your master's degree can increase the chance that you will be successful on that career change or yung career lang talaga na focus mo. So third factor naman, which is curriculum relevance. So ano ang curriculum relevance? Yung program ba is updated? Baka naman outdated yan. Baka last 10 years pa. Practical content ba yan na nagpo-provide sa'yo ng more useful knowledge? Pwede mo mag-i-apply ngayon directly. Hindi mo ba kailangan mag-observe or mag-experiment? Pwede mo na siyang i-apply on time na walang ma-harm. Mga ganun. Kasi doon mo lang malalaman talaga na very useful ang knowledge kapag in-apply mo na. And ang pagkakaroon kasi ng learning na outdated sa curriculum, nagre-reduce kasi yan ng real world applicability. So, for example, last 10 years pa yun. So, ano ba yung pinagkaiba ngayon sa last 10 years? Yun yung very, very important na kailangan matutunan dyan. And fourth factor is the practical exposure ng isang specialization. So, what are the internships, projects, and case studies na pwedeng relevant dyan? Yan ba ay mag-i-enhance ng understanding mo sa iyong inaaral? Yan ba ay magbibigay sa iyo ng, ano ba dito? Yung parang overhead? Hindi. Overview ng current and future na requirements mo or future na pwede mong maging or matutunan or ma-reach gamit yan. Or may apply much better. Meron ka bang hands-on experience na mag-strengthen sa pag-a-apply niyan? Mga ganon. O saan mo ba pwedeng i-apply yan para maging strong ang skills na matutunan mo sa pagkuha ng master's degree. And fifth factor now is institution quality. So, institution quality also is dealing with the well-designed programs na nagpo-provide ng deeper learning or a more structured learning doon sa mga learner na kumukuha ng master's degree or a specialization degree. And isa pa is ano yung mga expertise ng faculties na nag-guide sa mga students. Isa yan sa mga may malaking impact sa knowledge quality na nakukuha ng bawat learner. Sa sixth factor naman is your learning approach. So anong klaseng learner ka ba? Ikaw ba ay reading or writing na natututo? Ikaw ba ay auditory through listening? Ikaw ba ay visual learner? Or ikaw ba ay kinesthetic learner na nagko-combine yung mga three previous learning ability into that type of learning? So pwedeng nagsusulat ka habang nagbabasa or pwedeng nagsusulat ka habang nakikinig or habang nanonood. Mga ganun. And ang pinaka-importante lang na pwede kong ma-share dyan sa part na yan is yung pagkuha kasi ng master's degree, hindi ka lang tinuturuan niya ng mas marami, kundi tinuturuan ka ng mas malalim or mas deeper na ideas or mas deeper na knowledge. Kasi ang pagkuha ng right specialization sa master's degree will help you to turn into an expert on that certain field. Kaya yung pagkakaroon ng expertise dyan, yun ang magbibigay sa'yo ng new door or bagong pintuan sa bagong opportunity or much better opportunity na hindi nakukuha ng mga general knowledge na competitor mo sa job industry. Job industry? Sa job opportunity pala. So, yun yun. So, thank you for watching this vlog. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe na rin sa aking channel para lagi kang updated sa aking mga next vlogs. Bye!